A photographer once told me that the best photographers in the world have 5 legs. That's because they used their tripod. Have a look at these images. None of these will be possible without using a tripod. Your tripod can be the most creative piece of equipment that you have. It opens up so many photographic possibilities. When I say a tripod, I mean a good quality tripod. A good quality tripod is a huge benefit to all photographers in most genres. I see so many photographers with a $2,000 to $5,000 camera and $1,500 to $2,000 lens stick it on top of a $50 tripod. It's just laughable. It's not the way to go. You need to spend good money on your tripod to get good results out of your photography. A huge amount of images are ruined by camera shake because the photographers haven't used a good quality support. Look at all these images. They've all benefited by having a good quality support tripod. They're sharper and the composition is so much better, so much tighter because I used a tripod when I shot them. I urge you to spend a decent amount of money on your tripod. Not only will it give you sharper, better quality images, but it'll open up a huge amount of creative possibilities for your photography moving forward. When I was beginning in photography, I spent a lot of money on a tripod, more than I thought I should have. But it's been a huge benefit to me the whole way. This is the tripod that I bought. This tripod has been with me for 35 years. It cost me about $350 or so, but I've used it pretty much every second or third day in that 35 years. So that to me is a cheap tripod. If I'd have spent less money and bought a more feeble tripod, I might have saved a bit of money at the time, but it would have cost me in the long run. My photographs would not have been as sharp and I would have had to purchase multiple other tripods as that crappy little tripod wore out. I still use that tripod regularly. In fact, I shoot all of these videos using that tripod. I've got a second one there today. I'm a little bit ashamed to admit that I have 14 tripods. They vary in size and usefulness. I have some that are just too big to use, and I have some that are just small and used for holding lights or various different things. I have a problem with this, as you can tell. Every time I go to a garage sale or some sort of car boot sale, I see a cheap tripod, I grab it because I think, well, one day I might use it for something. But 9 times out of 10, I'm using this Manfrotto tripod with the pistol grip on the top. Of course, I handhold my camera quite a lot, but I also use my tripod for a lot of situations as well. There are different reasons why you would handhold or use your tripod. In the studio, generally tripod is the way to go because I've got plenty of time. It helps me to get my images sharp and crisp and helps my composition as well. It also allows me to talk eye to eye with my subject. When I'm shooting someone, I don't want to be behind a camera. I want to be able to see them and to talk to them face to face. So it makes a big difference in that way. My tripod allows me to do slow exposures at night, slow shutter speeds, and also during the day when I use my neutral density filter. It allows me to line up images for post-production. If I'm doing montages, if I'm doing high dynamic range photography, if I'm doing focus stacking or panoramas, any of those things, my tripod is a huge benefit because every image I have lines up perfectly with the previous one. I urge you to get a good quality solid tripod. It's going to make a difference to the results that you get, and it's going to make it more worthwhile to get up those early mornings, get to the beach, shoot those beautiful seascapes and not have to come home and delete most of them because they're not sharp. I see so many people on the beach in the mornings with their little tripods extended all the way up to the top with a camera on top of it, which is probably worth 10 or 15 times what the tripod is, and you can almost see the camera swaying in the wind. Tripods are not all the same. A good quality tripod is going to make a huge difference to the amount of good shots you get. Now I'm going to be making a few more videos about tripods, about buying a tripod, about using a tripod properly. There's a lot of stuff to learn about using a tripod that's going to make a big difference to the results that you get. So keep an eye out for those and subscribe if you want to see more of this content. Tell me in the comments section if you've got a particular use for your tripod or how you use your tripod in maybe a different way than other people may have thought. I love looking at those comments. There's a video of a photo shoot here where I used a tripod to get the results that I needed. Have a look at that. I'll see you in the next video.